Hey everyone, I'm DP.
And I'm David, and we are your hosts for SnakYak.
Cue the music.
Let's go. Okay, all right. So I am super excited about this episode because, well, first and foremost, we have our our merch, SnakYak merch. If you are interested, you can get some of that. Visit snakyak.com and get yourself some merch.
SnakYak, SNAKYAK.com.
Correct.
So, how about we kick it off with a listener item?
That sounds like a great idea.
People speak and we listen.
We do.
We had a couple. One we did try to look for was a Sour Patch popcorn, and we couldn't find it, sadly. I know. But we did get another one, which was Twix popcorn. Hey yo. We got these at Five Below. Well, I got it at Five Below.
That's where I got mine as well.
So I
Five
guess
Below.
we just open it and
Yeah, it's a nice shiny bag. I like how it like the gold is there. It says it's low sodium.
did it pass the smell test? It smells like the what is that, Cracker Jacks?
It's got like a kettle corn type of like crust over it, and then there's chocolate drizzled on it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you got a big chunk of chocolate there.
I selected
Chunky boy.
I selected that one.
All right. Well, let's dive in.
Mine doesn't seem as crunchy as crunchy as yours. Mine's like a little bit more stale, or maybe it's just because that one had a lot of chocolate. Yeah, that one better.
I was worried. I was like, oh man, you got a stale one? That would have been. I hate when that happens. But you get a bag of chips and you open it and it's stale, or like you have cereal in the fridge, not in the fridge, in the cupboard. And who keeps cereal in the fridge? Not me.
Low sodium.
I could honestly sit here and eat this entire
But
bag.
we have a lot of snacks to try today, so
I'm very excited. I'm very excited about this episode because I know that it is pumpkin spice. It is
Yeah.
not going to be fried chicken. It's not going to be
Yeah.
pickle. It's not going to be. It's why do you have a bucket, dude?
I'm just prepared. I wasn't prepared last time. I don't know what the girls put in there, but I am
You're
prepared
prepared this time. Okay. Well, I mean, Laura let it slip that it was seasonal, and I'm like, it's seasonal. Okay, obviously it's got to be pumpkin spice. I'm going to be very upset if it is not pumpkin spice, and they have like bamboozled us, and we are obliterated. But anyway, we should get started. So I'm hoping that the bag that I have at my feet here has food that is edible, and it is in fact pumpkin spice seasonal, and it's something that that will be fun to try and not a form of torture. You're liking that popcorn, aren't you?
here.
I did.
It's good. I'm gonna put it down.
I'm
gonna put it-
Get a little closer to the mic.
Speaking of Mike, I don't know if I sound a little bit crispier, or you're like, wow, GP sounds so much better this podcast, or YouTube. We can say thanks to Seth Gaming. He hooked us up with this mic. If you are a fan of Clash of the Clans, go on over and visit his YouTube, Seth Gaming, and check out some of his videos. So thank you, Seth Gaming. You the man. Yeah.
So I mean, I guess you wanna just dive right in.
Let's go.
There's a Target bag that I have, and it is. Oh, it's cold.
Is it orange?
It is orange. So we just pulled out a pumpkin cheesecake flavored ice cream with a graham cracker swirl from Favorite Day. And this actually looks. I'm excited.
And this one was from Target, yeah?
Yeah, this is the one from Target. It's even got like you can see the swirl in mine.
Oh, it's like a cinnamon roll.
The graham cracker. I feel like we are intended to eat this entire thing like on our own.
If it's like the popcorn, I may do it.
It smells like a pumpkin pie. Did this say pumpkin pie or spice? Oh, cheesecake.
Did you have a knife to open your thing, or am I just this week?
Why do you always get the childproof ones? This one didn't have any. Mine wasn't.
She probably opened it. She opened.
You know what?
You know, it's one of those ice creams where they open and they lick the top.
I it looks to me like somebody already tried this.
Yep.
Laura, did you try this already?
Someone did.
The ice cream?
Oh my goodness.
I
Oh,
don't know. We're just gonna roll with it.
that smell. Oh boy.
I don't know. It didn't have his had plastic on the edge. Mine mine didn't have plastic on the edge. I don't know. If I wake up dead tomorrow.
That's not funny. That's not funny. Did yours really not have the plastic? I was wondering how you got it off so quick.
It didn't, and it looked like it had like somebody shaved like a piece off with a spoon. So,
No, you know what it is. You remember the Bluebells? Was it Bluebell or one of the ice creams? I don't know if that happened down there, but there was someone going in the grocery stores, open it, and it was like a TikTok thing, and they would lick it and then put the lid back on it and put it back on the
uh,
shelf.
my cousin, when he was like 8 years old, ate an ice cream sandwich that somebody had apparently gone into the store and injected some kind of drug into, and he ended up having to go to the hospital because he was like overdosing on this drug, PCP, I think is what it was.
And they're like, don't ever have
Insanity.
ice cream sandwiches again.
Well, that's why I'm not a fan of ice cream sandwiches.
Mm.
Yeah, no, ice cream sandwiches. And they get stuck to your fingers. You ever like hold an ice cream sandwich and then when you take your fingers off, like the
I
cookie
usually
is
keep the
like,
plastic on it. Fun fact, I don't like the like on ice cream bars, the wooden stick. Ooh, chills,
oh,
chills. It's like
it's like
nails on a
chalkboard.
chalkboard. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And so I
Oh,
always have to put the wrapper around the stick just to eat it. And then if you bite it, where's that
you might need
bucket?
that. You might need that bucket.
Yeah, where's that bucket?
I mean, it smells really good.
I got some of the swirl.
Bon appetit.
Bottoms up.
Wow, it's like a kick in the mouth.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I might eat this whole thing.
The graham crackers are a nice touch, though.
Is it graham crackers a swirl or what is
Yeah, the swirl is graham
pumpkin
cracker.
cheesecake flavored ice cream with a graham cracker? Yeah, that's good.
Because cheesecakes usually have a graham cracker crust, right? That's what
Hmm.
that is, I'm assuming.
And to think, I was expecting like some cricket stuff. This is pretty good.
Pumpkin spice is is life. I mean, I usually wait like when I go to Starbucks, I have there's a guy that works at the Starbucks where I work, and he always tells us like when the pumpkin spice latte is going to be released, and sometimes we'll go up to him and be like, "Hey, if I were to order a white chocolate mocha," and I'm like winking at him, and he'd be like, "Would it be a white chocolate mocha?" And then one year he actually gave us the pumpkin spice lattes a day early than when they were supposed to. But this year, when I did that, his response was, "Yes, it will be a white chocolate mocha."
Someone wasn't having a good day.
Yeah, he didn't give it to us early.
I went to Dunkin' Donuts the other day and I walk up and the lady's like, "Hey, how's it going? What can I help you? Like, how can I help you today?" And I was like, "Yeah, can I?" So I just learned this phrase, and so I was like, "I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna be so hip. Yeah, I'm gonna be so hip. I'm gonna be so cool." I go to her, "Can I have a PSL, a large PSL, please?" She looked at me like, "What?" And I was like, "A PSL?" And she's like, "What? What is that?" And it's
You know,
like
you got her.
pumpkin spice latte. And she goes, "Oh yeah, 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 yeah."
That's not what Duncan calls them, though. I
Someone
mean,
told me to order a PSL, and I was like, I mean, I was questioning it too. And then they said pumpkin spice latte. And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna use that." And I tried it, and it doesn't work.
yeah, I mean, I would assume at Starbucks it might because they always in their marketing have it like as
Oh,
PSL.
PSL. Oh, so I was at the wrong place.
But I've seen a lot of other like places like McDonald's and I think it was Wendy's. Somebody had a pumpkin spice coffee of sorts, and I'm kind of afraid to try them. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I do love McDonald's coffee, and I like Dunkin' as well. It's just, I
Right.
mean, Starbucks is good. I was once a dealer at a Starbucks in 2007, but now I'm just an addict.
I was gonna ask, didn't you used to work for them?
I did. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. I mean, People really love their coffee, and they will get in your face if you make their coffee wrong, or if they feel as though you've made the coffee wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I had to rank my top three coffee places, number one would have to be the way that my producer makes them. We have like the espresso machine, and my wife.
You mean your wife?
She like
Yes. Good. I'm
yes,
just
yes,
checking. Okay,
yeah, yeah,
good.
yeah. She makes it before I go to work sometimes, and my favorite flavors are toasted marshmallow and hazelnut.
Oh, toasted. I got chills when you said toasted
Yeah,
marshmallow.
my mouth is watering. So she would have to go number one, obviously. And then number two, this is tough. It's gonna have to be probably Starbucks. And number three would be Wawa. But really, I could put Starbucks and Wawa, they could flip flop. I'm a fan of Wawa. Not a big fan of McDonald's. And Dunkin', let's be honest, it's a hit and miss. The last time I had Dunkin', it was great. I was like, this is amazing. And then every now and then you get it and you're just like, what? Did they just dip this in toilet water? Did they give me
You
toilet water?
you have to find the right Dunkin' to go to, and you have to find the right employees that are working. You got to make note of who's there and what day it is so that you can go, and even what time it is. I
Yeah.
I love consistency with coffee, and that's one thing that Starbucks makes you do on your own. So if I order a
Hmm.
coffee, a drip coffee, not a latte, just a regular American drip coffee, Starbucks is like, well, here it is. Good luck. There's cream and sugar out there. Go figure that out. And I don't trust myself. So for that reason, Starbucks is not my number one.
For that reason, you're out.
Well, I'm sorry. This isn't Shark Tank. This is Snack Yak.
Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor.
No, not sponsored at all. If I go to McDonald's and I say, hey, I want a coffee, a large coffee with three creams, three sugars, it's going to be the same way because they have a machine that they press a button that says three and the sugar comes out and the cream comes out. It's consistent. Same thing with Dunkin'. If I go to Dunkin' and I'm like, hey, yo, give me an extra large coffee, cream and sugar, I don't even have to specify a number. And I think that is my favorite part about the whole thing. You don't have to say a number. So for me, number one is Dunkin'. Number two is McDonald's. And number three would be Starbucks. Did you just try the
Yep.
popcorn with the?
It's not a great mix.
Oh,
I I feel like I feel like it's a thing you have to do though, is just kind of carry on.
were you gonna say how dumb my choices were for coffee places? I will say Starbucks is definitely the most expensive out of all of those. That's why
Oh
it's
yeah.
kind of my number three
That's
because
why I would put it three. Yep.
I spend too much money
But it's
with
stronger.
coffee. Maybe that's what they want us to think.
Wawa's not that much stronger. But when I go to Wawa, I have to put another shot of espresso in it because I like if I just get it normal, I feel like they don't even put coffee in it. So
Um,
what is your go-to flavor?
I I absolutely hate any kind of coffee that's flavored straight from the drip. Like if it's a coffee bean that's flavored like blueberries or flavored like pumpkin spice or flavored like anything, to me it always tastes like cough syrup.
Mm. I had a blueberry cobbler once from Wawa. It was pretty good.
Let's jump into the next snack while we talk. This next one is orange.
Oh yeah. Who thought who thought we were gonna have two popcorn?
So this is the lesser evil brand of pumpkin spice flavored popcorn.
My wife got this one. You know how I can tell? Pumpkin spice with organic coconut oil and Himalayan pink salt. That's my wife. I mean, my producer.
She's Himalayan? No.
Himalayan dead out there on the road. That's how funny. That's how funny. That's how funny. You ever heard of a Himalayan possum? That was the joke. Himalayan dead out there on the road.
I
Oh,
see. Yeah, it's a lot more savory. It's not as sweet smelling.
it smelled like BS, fresh BO.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is a
it's
little.
it's making my eyes water.
There are some in here that are like there's some that are like white with powder, and then there's some that are yellow.
Yeah, the yellow is the BO.
Yeah, see, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can grab a couple of these
You can
puppies.
see kind of the spice. Oh yeah,
Hey,
there's
look
the
at the
yellow.
difference in color. That one's just a regular kettle corn. That one's a pumpkin spice.
I'm not getting much spice. Ladies and gentlemen, David just put a whole handful of popcorn in his mouth, and now he's gonna sing the ABCs. Yep.
Okay. I mean, it is definitely. I'm getting the sweetness from the coconut oil
Yeah, I can taste the coconut oil.
and the savory, the Himalayan pink salt. So that's a. I
The
like that.
more I, the more I eat it, the more I can taste of it. The first one didn't really taste like anything.
Pepsi and milk. Pilk. That is one dirty soda.
So with it being fall themed, depending on when you're listening to this, but right now it's fall themed. We're gonna actually get our we have the Coke and we have pumpkin spice coffee creamer.
This is actually, and you might have heard Lindsay Lohan refer to this as that, like saying that is one dirty soda. These are actually called dirty sodas. Look at
The
that.
definition of a dirty soda is a mixed drink that combines soda with cream flavored syrups and sometimes fruit. Just in case
Fruit.
anyone was
Okay,
wondering.
that's I'm sorry. That's where you draw the line. That's absolutely disgusting. Do
It's
not put
sealed.
cranberries, apples, grapes. Oh, another childproof seal for you.
No, this one's
Oh
not
my
bad.
goodness. Vanilla Coke with pumpkin spice creamer is pretty
Honestly,
amazing.
I just licked the lid of this, and the creamer itself is pretty good. I got coffee mate. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, you started with that is a lot of creamer, my friend.
Yeah, really.
You may have.
YOLO.
Yeah, you're gonna have to nurse that. Don't chug it. You should run out right now to your nearest, I don't know, department store. Wait, is that no, grocery store, and grab some pumpkin spice creamer and put that creamer inside of a cup. Maybe not as much as DP did because he went a little overboard there. But then get yourself
It's
some
good though.
Coke. I prefer vanilla Coke, but you know what? You can get whatever. Don't do cherry Coke. That's dumb. Don't do that. Um, Regular Coke or vanilla, that'll that'll do you good. That'll do you. DP, question. Since we've been talking about the coffee, how much coffee do you have a day? Like you said, you go to Wawa and you get coffee, like, but then you also
Depends on the
mentioned you
day.
go. Okay, so it's not a trip to Dunkin' and a trip
Yeah.
to Wawa.
Usually, if I'm having two cups, my wife makes me one in the morning, and then, that afternoon after lunch, when you're starting to hit that crash, I stop at the Wawa or the Starbucks. Got to get that hit. And it depends on the week, right? Like if we're, famming it up on a fam vacation, I could very well have 3 to 4 cups of coffee a day.
I usually have a drip coffee that I make at home, and I make 22 ounces of coffee. So that's like what? A cup is 8 ounces. So that's like 3 cups of
Well,
coffee.
I get a 24 ounce.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah. So what I'm doing is normal, but I'm being told that it's not normal. So I have 22, and then I'll hit up Starbucks maybe in the afternoon around 2 o'clock, and I'll get a grande, unless I have enough stars to get like a venti.
Or the deals. They do a lot of deals.
They kind of stopped doing that, which I'm a
Yeah,
little
today
disappointed.
I was passing one and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look to see if they have a deal, and this will determine if I get coffee or not. And I opened it, it said no deals. It had like the little moon symbol. I was like, well, guess I'm not getting any coffee today.
So you want to jump to the third?
Yeah, I feel like this is, I mean, it's fall theme, but I feel like we should just name this one popcorn.
You have another popcorn?
No, but we've
Oh,
had two
okay.
already. And we could have had
Yeah.
three if we found the Sour Patch.
I am very
Oh,
excited for this.
these are great.
Great. We've got Tony the Tiger, limited edition family size.
Not a sponsor.
No, not at all. Not at all. Kellogg's, not at all. You know, Liam actually had regular Frosted Flakes this week, and I was pouring him some Frosted Flakes. And out of the Frosted Flakes, poured out a Frosted Flake of wood. And
What?
yeah, no, it was strange, really strange. And so I looked at it. I'm like, did that fall from? Is that somehow from in our house? And I looked at it, and I'm like, no, it has the same frosting.
You should have taken a picture. You could be the owner of Kellogg's right
No,
now.
I took a picture and I sent it to their customer
David
service.
Roberts, new owner.
It's like now, from now on, this will no longer be called Kellogg's. It will be called Roberts with 2 Ks. What? They actually they're sending me a coupon to get a free one. So more wood chippings maybe.
Mine had Christmas tree wrapping on it to cover it up.
Oh man, so you got like to unwrap it.
She got the
It's
wrong
just in the
season.
bag.
Did you get a bowl? Did you get a
No,
bowl
I'm
of
just
milk?
gonna. No, did you?
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to dip flake by flake into my pilk. And
David just dipped his cereal in pilk. Ooh, this smells real good.
you know what? I like the packaging, but I'm a little disappointed there isn't like a maze or something to do on the back of it. It's really just cereal on the front and cereal on the back.
Yeah, for me, it tastes like Frosted Flakes. It's just sweet Frosted Flakes.
You know what I love doing though? Like, you know how this season is pumpkin spice flavor, but then like the Christmas season, you jump in and there's more like peppermints and stuff like
Ooh,
that.
love me some peppermint.
Yeah. I take my pumpkin spice lattes that I get from Starbucks and I usually have them transition like away from the pumpkin and into peppermint. So like I'll do the 2 pumps of the pumpkin spice and 1 pump of peppermint. So it's starting to get a little Christmassy, but not. Does that sound disgusting? Can we can cut this.
I'd love to hear those orders. Hello, I'd like a grande coffee with 2 pumps of this and 1 pump of that. Please hold this. Please hold that. Please 2 scoops of this, a pinch of that, and don't forget the ice.
No, no, all I'm doing is just changing the amount of pumps that they're putting. Like, I usually will say, like, 1 less pump of pumpkin spice and add a pump of peppermint. Because for grandes, it's like 3 pumps or 4 pumps. I can't remember. So what do you say we rate these things? The Twix popcorn for me is gonna be a snack. I did find that it was crunchy, but then the I was gonna say syrup that's on it, the caramel and the chocolate kind of make it mushy a lot faster than I'd want it to. I would like it more of a powdered chocolate and a powdered caramel kind of feel, but it is a snack. I will probably eat this entire bag.
For me, I'm gonna have to say that the Twix popcorn is also a snack. And I mean, honestly, I think you hit it. You hit it pretty well. That the whichever ones have mostly chocolate and caramel on them, those ones are pretty mushy, but the other ones are pretty crunchy. So if you take like a handful, like you have done a couple times, it ends up being pretty well because most of them are pretty crunchy. But I'm gonna have to say the Twix popcorn is a snack. So thank you for the recommendations. And then I guess while we're on popcorn, we'll switch over to the popcorn with the pumpkin spice on it. When you open these, they smell like BO. And in my opinion, I don't like, I get more coconut oily and not popcorn or pumpkin spice. And I'm gonna have to, like, I'll probably eat them, but I wouldn't buy these. And I'm gonna have to say a pass for me.
I think I agree with you there on the pass. It didn't really have as much pumpkin spice as I wanted. It was more of a coconut spice. So it's going to be a pass for me. And for those reasons, I'm out.
I know why the Twix is a snack and the other one's a pass, because the Twix has artificial flavor
Yes.
and the pumpkin one doesn't. So obviously the Twix is gonna,
Yeah.
you get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. The least healthy it is, the more likely DP and I are to say it's a snack.
You want to hit up the cereal?
Yeah. So I love I love Frosted Flakes. I'm actually a big Kellogg's cereal fan. Like I like Pops, and Frosted Flakes and Sugar Smacks and all that stuff. And this, it smells really good. It does have a pumpkin spice like hint to it, but I don't know. I mean, would I buy it again? I'd probably just go for regular Frosted Flakes. I don't know if I would actually go out of my way to get the pumpkin spice. And I know if DP, if you had it with milk, you washed away the pumpkin taste. So this, I'm kind of torn. I'll give it a snack because I would eat it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, um, when I put it in the milk, it literally tastes like normal Frosted Flakes. So I don't know if this was like priced differently because it's pumpkin spice, and they're like, you know what, let's like raise it 50 cents. If that's the case, just go with the regular Frosted Flakes. Now, if you were like to put it on your fridge because you were having like people come over and friends and stuff, and you were like, oh, I want to be cool with pumpkin spice cereal, yeah, go ahead and get it. And you're not gonna go wrong. Like if they taste it, they're probably if they like Frosted Flakes, they're gonna like it. Um,
And if
but
showcasing your various types of cereal is your way of
your thing to go,
is
yeah.
setting
I mean,
status, then
honestly, do people still put their cereal on top of the fridge? Or is it in cat? Like I think ours is in a cabinet.
growing up, my parents always put it on top of their fridge.
Yeah, us too. Yeah,
Ours is now in the cabinet sideways because it's too tall to.
yeah.
So it's like,
Oh, I think we have one in and then one just the bag. We were like, we don't want this branding, so we just took the
let
bag,
us
like
know in the
just the bag is in there.
comments if you're watching this on
Yeah.
YouTube. Where do you store your cereal? Do you take the time to take it out of the bag and put it in a Tupperware? Do you have that much time?
Or do you stick it in your fridge?
Yeah. Or why would you put it in? Didn't we talk about that earlier?
I don't know. No, isn't the question, do you put your ketchup in the fridge or the pantry? Isn't that like a huge big
My
question that went
ketchup
around?
is in the fridge.
Yeah, so is mine. Look at us twinning.
Oh,
Speaking of twinning, check out our merch, snakyak.com. Get you one. Get you one. Um, yeah, so I don't think I said snack or pass. I'm gonna have to say snack on the cereal just because, like you said, it's not like I wouldn't like even if my wife bought the pumpkin popcorn again, I wouldn't you wouldn't see me eating it. But if she brought this again, the cereal, I'd probably still eat it because it tastes like normal Frosted Flakes.
absolutely. And then the cheesecake pumpkin ice cream.
I'm gonna tell you right now, just while you're at the store buying you um, your pumpkin flavored coffee thing for your pilk, go ahead to the ice cream aisle and get you that pumpkin cheesecake graham cracker swirl ice cream. It was a 10 out of 10. I highly recommend. I'm gonna say snack.
Yeah, I think I'm going to say the same thing. And I think if I had to rate these like first, second, and third place, first place would be that ice cream. Second place would be the Frosted Flakes, and third place would be the pumpkin spice popcorn. And I'm just not
So
including.
does that mean
Now I'm
Twix?
not including Twix in that. I'm rating first, second, and third place. The Twix one,
Uh,
it's on its own. It's in its own category, so it's over here. It's always number one.
yeah, I'm gonna say the same. I was gonna say it would be ice cream if I was doing the Twix in there. It would have been ice cream, Twix, cereal, pumpkin spice
Okay,
popcorn.
that's how I would
But
have.
since the Twix isn't in there, it's the same as
We would have
yours.
been twins because that's how I would rank it too. And then Pilk. Pilk
Yes, yeah.
is above all the numbers.
Always number
Yeah.
one. Yes.
I wonder if the Kilk with like different kind of creamers, like French vanilla Kilk or a creme brulee or for the holidays.
Around Thanksgiving, we get some gravy. I'm just kidding.
Not again. We want to thank you all for tuning in to episode 3 of Snack Yak. We really enjoy our time that we get to spend with you, and we hope that you enjoy it as well, and that you're able to find some snacks worth snacking on.
Yeah, we've had a lot of recommendations. Keep those recommendations coming. We'll try to hit at least one, if not two, every episode. Thanks for listening or watching, and we love to hear your guys' feedback. Remember, leave a comment. Let us know if you store your cereal on the fridge or in the cabinet. Yeah, and with that, don't have a good day.
Have a fantastic day.
And remember, Jesus loves you.
Yes, he does. Later.